I wrote my first book when I was 6 years old about a little girl who skateboards across America. It was in a blue 3-ring binder in my mother's house. And I think I knew from the time I was really young that I wanted to be a writer. I started writing American Dirt because I felt like it was a subject that people were not paying enough attention to at the time. So I started researching. I spent 5 years. I visited migrant shelters in Mexico. I visited orphanages. I talked to everyone I could find who knew a lot more about this subject than I did. And I talked to lots and lots of migrants on their journeys. And I wrote 2 failed drafts of this novel, full books that I threw out twice. There came a point where I was so frustrated that it just wasn't working. And I had gotten a lot of feedback that I should follow Luca. You know, I had written these 2 previous drafts that were full of other people who didn't matter. And everyone would say, Luca's the only one I care about. I want to know more about Luca. I want you to go back to his origin story. And I resisted that, in part because I didn't know if I could do it. I was scared. I didn't know if I could write his origin story. And then I would meet the most courageous people. You know, I met this elderly nun in Tecate who runs a women and children's shelter for migrants, who was literally putting herself, her body, in between vulnerable people and danger. And she said so many things to me. She sat down with me and she set me straight on so many misconceptions. And it was during that conversation that I had this sense that it was very crazy to be afraid of writing a novel. And that in fact, I just needed to be more courageous and write the book that moved in my heart. I'm very much looking forward to the event, looking forward to meeting readers here. I've had wonderful opportunity to meet lots of people already, different journalists and reporters and a couple of podcasters and people who have already read the book. And I've been very encouraged by the response that readers in Portugal have shown me already for the novel. So looking forward to meeting more readers and having broader conversations. It's very exciting.